I'm Jessi Allender, registered dietitian and professional chef, staying home with my kiddos during the COVID-19 lockdown and stay home order here in Chicago. And today, one of the ways I like to save money is by making my own salad dressing. So today I'm going to make salad dressing. And I make salad dressing out of lots of different things. It's one of the first things I learned how to cook, and it's a great thing to engage your kids in learning how to cook. So I'm making a vinaigrette, and what I like to do is season it with different things. So just the other day I finished my favorite jelly, Hero Bitter Orange Marmalade. That's one of my favorites. I like all sorts of different jellies, but this is one of them. And when I have a jelly jar with just a little bit left in it, I make salad dressing in it because I like to add some sweetness, in this case some orange sweetness, to make my salad dressing. So to get this going, I'm going to take this jelly jar. I'm going to add some spicy brown mustard. I have it upside down so the mustard will come to the bottom. So here we go. Let's just do this little contrast so you guys can see what's going in. That's a good idea. There we go. Now we can see it. Yay! So I've got my jelly jar, and it's really just got a painting on the sides, right? A lot of people would just throw that out, but I was miserly before COVID-19. There goes the mustard. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon.
Look at me! Look at me!
Oh my goodness, you have tomatoes in your cheeks? You're a tomato chipmunk.
No. No, these are my galbos.
Those are your galbos?
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you showing everybody on the TV your galbos?
Yeah.
What's a galbo? There we go. Good job, buddy. Okay, go chew the
What
tomatoes
would a
carefully.
galbo like a
Agabu wagu. I like to eat salad at most of my meals. I find I'm a person that gains weight pretty quickly if I'm not careful, so I watch lots of different things with my intake. And one of the ways I like to fill up and so that I eat less of richer things is by having a salad at most meals. I like to make salads from iceberg lettuce with celery on top and cucumber, pretty straightforward. I like to make salads with mixed baby greens. Oftentimes when I'm going to the store regular, when we don't have these super concerns, I like to buy a head of escarole, and a head of radicchio, and a head of either romaine or green leaf or red leaf, and I chop them up and I mix them up. I'm going to do that for this show at one point. I make my own lettuce mix. Those lettuces are a little bit crunchier than mixed baby greens. They have more bite to it, and if I just buy, it's a lot less expensive. So a big box of mixed baby greens can be, $5 to $8 depending on the store that you're going to. Whereas 3 heads of lettuce, even with radicchio in the mix, is going to be that same $5 or thereabouts, about $2 each. But it's going to make like 3 times as much. And I'll show you that comparison at some time. So anyway, so I've got my bitter orange marmalade, and I've got some mustard in here. And then I'm going to add some vinegar. Sorry, I forgot to get that out. So here I have some Aldi Simply Nature Organic cider vinegar. I'm going to mix the mother in because that's how I like it. I like those chunky bits. And I'm going to pour in some vinegar. And I'm going to do vinegar on this jar. I'm going to do about, I like a pretty tart dressing, so I'm going to do about 1/3, almost close to a half vinegar and a half. And I'm not going to fill the jar. I'm just going to make it so it cleans. But I'm definitely going to pour the vinegar onto the mustard first before the oil. That's going to be good for us. So I put in about a half a cup of vinegar, and then I'm going to go ahead and get that jelly cleaned off the sides of the jar and the mustard dissolved by giving it a vigorous shake. Oh, that's good. So we've got a nice mix. Now, one of the neat things about mustard is really rich in lecithins, And lecithins are a great emulsifier. And so that's going to help the oil and the vinegar stay more in combination with that lecithin. It's a phospholipid, so that means it's both. It both mixes in water and holds on to oil and brings the two together. I'm going to put in some seasonings. Today I picked for my dressing with orange flavor some dill, some parsley, dill and parsley, and some garlic powder. At the moment I'm out of fresh garlic. So just a touch, so that would be an official pinch of the garlic. I'm going to give a nice sturdy couple of shakes. I want a lot of dill in there. I love dill on a salad. It just brings out. One of my favorite restaurants used to always mix dill in their lettuce mix, and it's still one of my favorite restaurants. They no longer put the dill in. You know who you are. Put that dill back in. I think it was 20 years ago that they stopped. But the fresh dill rots faster than lettuce does. It goes bad faster, so I know that they couldn't keep their lettuce mix on hand for a long time. And then I'm going to put in some salt. About a half teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put in some white pepper. And let me grab the black pepper because I love cracked black pepper. So here comes the cracked black pepper. I'm going to give it like 4 turns. And again, I'm going to mix my spices in before I add my oils so that they're well incorporated into the vinegar and the mustard. Here we go. And then I'm going to add my oil. And I'm going to add more oil than vinegar, but not much. So I'm at about a big thumb. So I'm going to go again with my olive oil. There we go. And the easy part is before I stir it, before I shake it, as I can see where the oil is, it's hard at the angle of the camera, but I can see where the oil is compared to the vinegar because they're separate. And then I'm going to give it another hearty shake. And like you can see, it's mostly emulsified. This I will keep on the counter. I don't need to refrigerate this. I'll use this up during the week. But there's nothing in here that needs to be refrigerated. You can. Sometimes the oil will come out of the emulsion or get thicker and be a little bit harder to use. And so you'll have to wait till it warms up anyway for your salad. But that is how I like to make salad dressing. And the neat thing is when this mustard is still got a little bit of life in it, but when it goes, I'm going to make salad dressing in here and add my sweetness into the mustard. And then I've got this nearly empty olive oil bottle. It's just got 2 drops in it. And so that's another one on my list for my next batch of salad dressing. Will go right here in my olive oil bottle. Thanks so much. That's making a marmalade vinaigrette in a jar. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay home, save lives.